For generations of American television viewers, she was Mary Stone, the wholesome teenage daughter of a beloved sitcom family. For music fans, she was the voice behind a chart-topping hit that seemed to come out of nowhere. For Elvis Presley's audiences, she was his leading lady not once, but 3 times over. And for decades of sitcom fans, she was the sharp, independent wife who helped ground one of television's most beloved coaches. On 22nd August 2026, Shelley Fabares died in Los Angeles at the age of 82 following a brief illness. This is the story of a career that somehow managed to touch nearly every corner of American entertainment, and a love story that took decades to fully begin. Michelle Anne-Marie Fabares was born on 19th January 1944 in Santa Monica, California. Entertainment ran deeply in her family. Her aunt was celebrated actress Nanette Fabre, and Shelley herself was introduced to modelling at just 3 years old, opening early doors into acting and dance. By her early teenage years, Fabares was already building real momentum in Hollywood. She appeared opposite Annette Furnicello in Disney's popular 1958 serial Annette, and around the same period was cast as Mary Stone, the teenage daughter on The Donna Reed Show, the role that would define her earliest and most enduring fame. The Donna Reed Show ran from 1958 to 1966, and Mary Stone quickly became a genuinely beloved character, embodying a certain wholesome, all-American teenage charm that resonated deeply with audiences of the era. Fabares' popularity on The Donna Reed Show opened an entirely unexpected door, a genuine recording career. In 1962, she released Johnny Angel, a song that shot all the way to #1 on the Billboard charts. A remarkable achievement for a young actress who hadn't set out to become a pop star in the first place. That crossover success into music mirrored a broader trend of the era, where television stardom and pop stardom often intertwined. But few young performers managed the transition as successfully as Fabares did with that single enduring hit. Fabares' star continued rising through the 1960s, culminating in one of the most distinctive credits of her career, appearing opposite Elvis Presley in 3 separate films. She starred alongside Presley in Girl Happy in 1965, followed by Spin Out the same year, and later Clambake in 1967, a trio of appearances that placed her among a select group of leading ladies who shared the screen with Presley multiple times. These films, part of the wave of light-hearted, music-driven vehicles built around Presley's stardom during the 1960s, gave Fabares continued visibility well beyond her television work, further cementing her status as one of the era's recognizable young stars. Rather than fading after her 1960s teen idol years, Fabares continued building a genuinely long and varied television career. She appeared in One Day at a Time during the 1970s and 80s, further establishing herself as a dependable, well-regarded presence on American television across changing decades and shifting audience tastes. Her most significant later career role came with Coach, the long-running ABC sitcom in which she played Christine Armstrong, the sharp, independent television news anchor who becomes the partner and eventual wife of Craig T. Nelson's title character, Hayden Fox. The role showcased a more mature, self-assured version of the charm that had first won audiences over decades earlier as Mary Stone, and further cemented her place as one of American television's most enduring and beloved figures. At a 2011 reunion of the surviving Donna Reed Show cast members, Fabares fondly recalled an early moment of nerves before having to dance in a scene, and how her co-star Donna Reed had gently helped calm her down. A small memory that speaks to just how far back her relationships with colleagues in the industry stretched. Fabares' personal life included a marriage to music producer Lou Adler before she found her way, eventually, to the relationship that would define the rest of her life. She first met actor Mike Farrell, best known as Captain B, Jay Hunnicutt on MASH back in 1970, when Fabares guest starred on Farrell's short-lived series The Interns. The two lost touch for over a decade afterward. It wasn't until they reconnected, unexpectedly, at a CBS affiliates convention that things began to shift. According to Farrell's own account, shared in a podcast interview just months before Fabares' death, the two had actually crossed paths casually for years before that, both working at Universal Studios at different times, exchanging little more than a passing hello. Once they reconnected properly, Farrell proposed roughly a year later. The couple married on 31st December 1984 at the Pacific Palisades home of Shelley's aunt, actress Nanette Fabares, a fitting venue given how deeply entertainment ran through her family. Both had been married before, Fabares to Adler, and Farrell to his first wife, with whom he'd had two children, Erin and Michael. What followed was a marriage that lasted more than 4 decades. Right up until Fabares' death, a genuine Hollywood love story that had taken nearly 15 years and one chance reconnection to properly begin. Away from the spotlight, Fabares faced significant health challenges in her later decades. She received a liver transplant in 2000, a procedure that shaped much of her private life in the years that followed. After later losing her mother, Fabares became a supporter of research into related health conditions, channeling her own experience into helping others facing similar struggles. Throughout these health challenges, Mike Farrell remained a constant, steady presence by her side, a partnership that, by every account, only grew stronger through the difficulties they faced together over their more than 40 years of marriage. Shelley Fabares died on Saturday, 22nd August 2026, in Los Angeles, following what her family described only as a brief illness. She was surrounded by her loved ones, including Mike Farrell, at the time of her passing. Her family issued a formal statement the following day, confirming her death and reflecting on the life she'd lived. No specific cause of death has been publicly disclosed by the family, and this video won't speculate beyond what's been officially confirmed. In their official statement, released through The Hollywood Reporter, Fabares' family, including Mike Farrell, described her as a source of love, strength, laughter, and comfort to everyone who knew her. They remembered her as a devoted wife, a cherished stepmother to Farrell's children Erin and Michael, a daughter, sister, niece, aunt, family member, and loyal friend, whose warmth, generosity, humour, and grace made an enduring difference in the lives of everyone she touched. The family went on to reflect specifically on her extraordinary career, noting that for millions of viewers, Shelley had been a beloved actress whose work became genuinely woven into the fabric of American television and film, from Mary Stone on The Donna Reed Show, to launching a successful recording career with Johnny Angel, to her films alongside Elvis Presley, and her later beloved role on Coach. They closed by noting her remarkable ability to make people feel welcomed, valued, and cared for, a sentiment echoed throughout the outpouring of tributes that followed from fans and colleagues across the entertainment industry. Shelley Fabares spent nearly 7 decades in the public eye, beginning as a child model and ending her career as one of American television's most cherished familiar faces. Along the way, she topped the music charts, starred alongside a king, and gave audiences across multiple generations characters that felt genuinely, warmly real. Off-screen, she found in Mike Farrell a partnership that took decades to fully bloom, but that ultimately lasted more than 40 years. Proof that some of the best stories, on-screen and off, simply take their own time to unfold. If this tribute moved you, share your favourite Shelley Fabares memory in the comments, and subscribe for more heartfelt stories from the golden age of American television.